Namaste, my beautiful Libras. I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to my channel. Adrian here, psychic medium, regression hypnosis practitioner. I hope that you're doing great. And this is a reading for you, a general reading for you for the rest of November. So please take it as it resonates. And let's get right into it. We're going to do your tarot to see your current space, recent past, what's coming towards you. We're going to clarify that. We're going to end off with an angel message to see which angel is supporting you at this particular point in time, during November and basically onwards as well. All right. But first of all, let's see what angel prayers messages got for us before we get into the tarot. All right. Let's and then obviously next week I'm going to do December reading. So if you want to be sure that you catch that, what I would recommend is that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet subscribed, to hit that notification bell. And if you would like to support the growth of my channel, I'd really appreciate you liking this video. All right. You've got Earth Angel. Beautiful stuff. And it says, thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. All right. And so what does that really mean, Libra? This is speaking about being open to maybe having more compassion, to seeing things from other people's sides, from other people's point of view, to try and look at a situation with love as opposed to, sort of maybe just wanting to go in there and be like, um, but it's also very much about also seeing yourself from the point of view from the angel, seeing yourself as the divine being that you are, seeing yourself as this, physical expression, what we call being human, a physical expression of universal possibility. And as you begin to really look at yourself and life and all of life in a more sense of like what is the miracle as opposed to what is the problem, that is when the miracle itself begins to unfold for you, around you, and in your life. Okay, let's see what we've got for in monology energy. So if you are in a space, Libra, where life does seem a little bit funky, it does seem a little bit all over the place and things like that, do your best to try and focus on the things that are nice around you. And if it's very challenging to do that at this particular point in time, because sometimes it is, maybe remind yourself of better times when things were different. Maybe go through your phone feed, your Instagram, or like a photo album, and just look at those good memories that you used to have, and just keep on sending those good times loving energy, and that's how you create magic for yourself. All right, basically heaven on earth. Let's see what we've got in monology, spirit guides and guardian angels, as well as the collective consciousness that I channel named Smile. What do we have, please, for Libra? Full moon in Virgo. Comes with a very powerful message for you, Libra. It says, you are good enough. All right, so some of you may have been doubting yourself a little bit here. Am I good enough? Am I strong enough? Am I, all the different things that we normally put on ourselves, am I this enough? Am I that enough? This is letting you know that you are more than good enough, that you have been born worthy. You've been born good enough. You've always been good enough. You are a divine expression of source. Remember who you are. All right? Or take this as a reminder of who you are. You are part of everything, and everything is part of you. And and this is something that really, really, really sort of made my mind go kapoof when, one of my friends a couple of years ago, who's a practicing witch as well as an astrologer. Well, when you basically study Wicca, depending on the level that you do, astrology and numerology and those things become a part of it in any case. And he said to me, in the same way that the planets have an effect on us, in the same way we've got an effect on the planets. And that just, remember who you are. Okay. All right. First card coming out there for you with tarot, we've got the Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, that's the recent past, and the Queen of Pentacles. In your current space, we've got the Devil, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the energy coming towards you. There's the Seven of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, which is actually a good one to get there for your last energy. And in your overall energy, we have got this beautiful 8 energy over here. Actually, not 8, sorry, 13, which is the Death card energy. Okay. Um, this is you basically crushing that previous version of yourself, that version that sort of made all those things like like this little devil that sits on your shoulder sometimes. You're like, well, you're not really good enough. You're not really strong enough. You're not clever enough. You're not white enough, black enough, educated enough, wealthy enough, respected enough. Blah 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 blah. Okay, this is you going with like, what, crashing this. All right, and I always say almost take the mind for entertainment purposes, because the same mind that can tell you how wonderful you are, it's the same mind that can tell you how terrible you are, and it can quickly change from this to that. Okay? Um, there's that recent past energy, Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. In your current space is that Devil energy, that Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. This is a very it's a very productive time for you, actually, Libra. Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and High Priestess. Even though it might not feel like a very productive space, some of you could be feeling very stuck here um, at the moment. All right. So what we have, sorry, is so for some of you, you might have been very much in your headspace. You've been doing the logically right thing. You've been sort of doing the right thing. Between inverted commas, what is right on paper, maybe, but I mean, in life we've got certain things. Some of us have responsibilities. We've got people that are dependent on us. So a lot of you have done the right thing, but it almost feels like you had to almost sort of tune your emotions down a little bit in order to sort of do certain things. And for some of you, you could have become a little bit more distant, cut off, even slightly cold, and you might not even have been aware of it. Okay, there was some stability that came there within money. Some of you may have actually lost some money, but I feel that your mindset changed, and that's the positive thing. So for a lot of you, there could have been almost a lot of things that felt like they're piling up on top of each other, almost like when you say, oh my goodness, how much worse can it get, and then you see how much worse it can get, and you also want to be very mindful of your words, because I know that sometimes in life you get very frustrated and very overwhelmed, but when you say things like, how much worse can this actually possibly get, life almost goes in a way of like, okay, challenge accepted, but when you say, how much better can this get, or I wonder what miracles can unfold today, I wonder what nice things may happen today, that might just come my way. Because, I mean, if bad luck can come your way, then good luck can also come your way. All right? So, what you say, life is always listening. You want to remember that. Sorry, this cushion is a little bit uncomfortable underneath me. So, in this current space where you are, um, there really is that space of letting go of certain things. Sorry, this is the tower energy actually. But letting go of certain things holding you back. It's almost like the walls are crumbling around you. The things that are feeling like they weren't sort of like strong enough and good enough and all those type of things. There's all those changes that are taking place for you, which is really, really fantastic. Okay. Um, yeah. There is that real definite of letting go, grabbing onto new stuff, new beginnings. Now is the time, Libra, sorry, for you to really follow those desires of your heart. Now is the time for you to follow your passions, your dreams, to unlock your talents, to develop your talents, to start a new business, to start a new project, to take that new course. Now is the time for you to do those things, okay? And it's really time for you to start taking the power of who you are back. And as I always say, that you can't really stand in your power and take power back if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what your dark sides are, you haven't done sort of like that shadow work, dark night of the soul, inner child healing, whatever. But I can see that for many of you, you have gone through the dark night of the soul, and you are seeing the ways that you are holding yourself back, and you are releasing a lot of things. So now it's also time to focus forward. Be very mindful to not become so focused on healing and inner child healing and all those type of things, be mindful that you don't become so focused on it that you become almost fixated in a way. Okay, there's a time to heal, and then there's a time to celebrate. Yes, I've done all of that, and now it's time for me to benefit from that. And it's time for you, I feel, to benefit now from everything that you've done. It's time to take, to pause, to hold, to take a breath, to take some stock, and to say, well, these are all the things that I've done. All right, and I deserve a little break at the moment, and I deserve to enjoy my, my achievements so far. Okay, um, for some of you, going forward, I do see that there might be people. This could be in a relationship. This could just be in connections. That people have sort of said, well, you know what, or either ghosted you or didn't want to be part of your life, said, well, I don't really want to sort of play with you, that sort of thing. You can't sit with us. And there might be some of those people that are coming back. So this is almost like a parasitic sort of like situation. Some people may have left you when you thought you needed them, like when you did really need them. And now they sort of want to come back with all beautiful, pretty stories and maybe like a whole nice tray of cakes or whatever, little flowers, and be like, well, you know what, let's give that another try. I have changed and you have changed. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I feel for many of you, you have changed to the fact that you realize that this is not an option for me. You are not an option for me. That sort of thing. Okay? And going forward, I will keep on focusing on, if I were you, I'll keep on focusing on my energy, building my own energy, lifting my own energy, focusing on my greatest good. Because if you do that, then all the beauty that you always deserve will actually come to you. So going forward, you're actually going into a space where you are, first of all, where you are at the moment, you encourage you to take a break, to rest, to breathe, to sort of take stock, celebrate yourself, those type of things, benefit from everything you've done. And then going forward, there is a second challenge coming about, but you are more than ready for it. All right. So let's clarify the death card energy, crushing it in your overall energy. Uh, and the death card energy, it's about transformation. It's about realizing that you've grown, and it's about moving into the space of that growth. Okay. Which is what you're encouraged to do at the moment. So you have got the King of Wands, the Chariot energy, and the Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness. This is awesome, wonderful, bright, shining stuff. Radio. So, beautiful emotional balance for you. There's a definite space of moving forward in all aspects of life, love, inner peace. There's divine blessings that's coming about for you. For those of you that are open to love, for those of you that are open to an abundant flow, prosperity, for those of you that are feeling a little bit tired, that maybe you feel like, you've given so much, you've tried so hard, and it just keeps on feeling like, like you keep on consistently failing. For you, there's a wonderful message here to let you know that the divine is about to come through and to bless you in ways that surpasses your wildest expectations. Okay. This could also be love. So in the recent past, first card that came out there for that Seven of Wands, you got the Three of Cups. So some of you might have felt a little bit lonely. You may have felt a little bit isolated. You may have felt that you haven't sort of met with your crowd yet. When we make big changes in our lives, there is often that period that feels sort of like neither here nor there, and you are about to get out of that space into a much more prosperous space. For some of you, this may have already started. You may have a little bit of, a iffiness with, can I trust? Some of you have got difficulty with trust. It's safe for you to trust at this point. Okay. Let's look at this devil energy. What are you holding on to? Just going to draw one card for that. But some of you are holding on to patterns that are not serving you in the best positive way. The star, so two cards came out, the Emperor and the Star. So Aries energy and Aquarius energy. All right. For some of you, it's time for a new beginning, but it's almost like you have got a certain picture in your mind for how it is that things must be and how it is that things should be. You are encouraged to release that picture in your mind so that better can come for you. All right. Let's look at the energy coming your way. Let's look at this past energy sneaking back over here with the Seven of Swords. Trying to see if they can sort of like give you another try, thinking that you're still the old version that you were before. They might be in for a bit of a rude awakening. Knight of Pentacles, Justice card, Libra energy, and the Queen of Swords. you pretty much learned your lesson. Some of you feel that you're not strong enough. If that person comes to knock on your door right now, you're not sure if you are strong enough to be able to resist their pretty little words and things like that. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you are strong enough. All right. Let's just draw a card for this High Priestess as well. Energy prospectively coming your way. In reverse, we've got the Knight of Pentacles and also the Moon a little bit on its laying on its side there. So the one thing that you do want to look out for, Libra, is self-doubt. You know, you're very good at motivating others, but sometimes, you know, you can be a little bit stagnant within yourself. You can harbor emotions towards yourself which are not that positive. So just be mindful for self-doubt, okay? But apart from that, everything's looking pretty much good. Alrighty, let's see what angel energy is with you, supporting you at the moment. Energy that you can, you know, open up to, tap into, ask for assistance and support. It seems like it's going to be love for you all the way around, Libra. Angel of love, romantic love, self-love, beautiful things in your life just happening, and so it is. And you know, if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing is always appreciated. If you are interested in a personal reading or regression hypnosis, all that information is down below. You can just click on the link on my website, and you can also check out my 8 weeks online mind unlocking and psychic development course. From my heart, till next time, namaste, love and light.